Go first.
You want to?
Yeah, you go first. Go ahead.
All right, I'm Jenny O'Sullivan. I'm the K-5 STEAM teacher at A.D. Henderson University School at Florida Atlantic University in Boca Raton, Florida.
Cool.
And I'm Cara, Pavek, first grade teacher. Same school, same place. Go Owls.
Awesome. Out for scale.
So, this your first FETC?
No.
Which
This is my second.
And my third.
Cool.
But first time presenting, so
yes. Presenter tag.
Yes.
So what are you guys presenting?
We are doing a poster session. She's actually doing two posters, but the poster we're doing together has to do with a project that we've done last year, and we're growing it bigger this year, where our kids, it's combining reading along with arts, and then we have some virtual reality thrown in there as well.
So we actually put the students in their artwork, and we're able to display it in an art gallery on the FAU campus. So all the parents got to come in, walk down, and see their kid explain their painting inside the artwork.
It's really exciting.
That is cool. Wow.
Yeah, and the kids come all dressed up, and they get flowers for being the artists of the evening, and so they're in a gallery setting, and it's really exposing them to a lot of culture that some might not get the experience to do.
So poster sessions. Mm-hmm. So tell the listeners what that is, because if you haven't been to FETC, very few other conferences do anything like this. So kind of explain it in your words what it is.
We'll be set up in the back of the exhibit hall. There's a little poster area, and we get to display our posters. We get to stand with a little table and just kind of talk to people. It's a nice interactive way to explain what we're doing, answer questions. And it's a real informal, but it's a lot of fun.
And it's a really big deal. On Twitter, everyone's getting their posters ready, and I really noticed that it's just a huge lot of fun.
It's a great way to share what's happening in your classroom in a small little snippet. So instead of trying to stretch out something for a actual session, to be able to interact. And what's great is I think it'll help us grow our ideas as well, because we'll be able to have that one-on-one conversation with individuals who might have even more inspiring ideas to make the project better.
Well, my guess is you're going to get, the first question that pops into my head when you talk about what you guys are doing. So can you talk a little bit about how you said you get the students to be virtually inside their own artwork? So talk about that. First of all, so what grade / age level are we talking about? And then how does that process work? How do you get the kids in their artwork?
Well, the whole project begins, we're first grade, so we have 6 and 7 year olds. And the project begins with a book by Kevin Hankes and My Garden. And so the kids paint their own gardens that are inspired by what they love, what they're passionate about. So we have sports gardens, and we have ballerina, princess gardens. We have all different types of gardens. And then using the STEAM Lab technology with green screen, Jenny's going to tell you about that.
So they design their garden in the first grade classroom, and then when they come to the STEAM Lab, and they get a chance to paint it, and after they paint, we take a picture of it, and we used the Do Ink app to set up the green screen.
Okay.
And the background was the painting that they painted, and then we used Erasmus to set it up with that as our target. So I set it up for the whole class so that you could just walk along the gallery with the iPad.
It was really
and
neat.
then
And
as
each kid
Erasmus
pops
pulling
up.
in the static image of their painting, it's actually playing the video of them.
Exactly.
That is awesome. Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
He's going to steal that, by the way.
That's why we're here.
One of the coolest things is seeing the families and the passersby, because it is on a college campus. So you see college kids taken out, and we have the Erasmus instructions on our poster near the exhibit. Yeah. So you see them going down, and then actually some of the artists who were in the main gallery, they're like, why didn't we think this is really good? Because the kids went through the process of writing gallery descriptions. They typed them. We have a lot of different standards being met and all of that. Sure. But what's beautiful is that when they become alive, it shows their passion. And with 6 and 7 year olds, that doesn't always come through in their writing. Sure. So to see it on their face, and they're really excited. So It's cool.
That really is so freaking cool. That really is. Wow.
I'm impressed. You know, David's been into VR in Arkansas. We are just now Oculus Rift has given us enough for every school.
Oh, wow.
And so David was in the training yesterday.
Yeah,
he flew
it was-
in last
yeah.
night, and so
Nice.
you know he's the VR.
Yes,
stuff.
yeah. So I'm making these in my head. I'm making these mental connections between the stuff that we learned through Oculus Rift and there's a. Now I hate that I can't remember now. There's a 360-degree camera that we also got as part of that.
Nice.
And I'm just thinking, holy cow! You can take your idea and what I did, and here's your headset. Now it's immersive
You're really in
3D, so it's not only
Wow.
Erasmus, but then that next step, I was like, holy cow! This is
Yeah.
that
The best
really
part
is,
of
that
conferences like
that
this is
so
being able to
cool.
pull
Yeah.
a little bit of everything.
And I see why the poster sessions happen now. I mean, it makes complete that. See, we get to do it all day, every day. So we get to have this one-on-one and ask
Yeah.
questions and find
Yeah.
out. So for us, we always leave a conference like, okay, I just learned so much stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so it's really just a lot of
Yeah.
fun. You were about to say something.
No, I'm just thinking with that, we could, film the gallery itself. And that way, those that couldn't make the gallery night
Right.
could
Yeah.
still be
Yeah. Still go through it.
actually in it.
Yeah.
So,
So
that's
I have
neat.
a question about FETC. So this is not your first rodeo. And tell us how you think it changed your teaching over the past 2-3 years.
I'll actually say, I found out about my first time. I found out about the PBS Learning Media Digital Innovator Program. It was
yeah.
I went to a session and they were like, "Gee, you should apply." So I applied, and we were both named PBS Learning Media Digital Innovators. And
Awesome.
we were at a workshop yesterday for that. And so there's just lots of the connections and the finding out about new things. I always come back with a list of these are the things I'm going to try.
Yeah.
And actually the Do Ink green screen was something I found out about at one of the conferences I went to, and it just kind of ideas bounce off from there,
Sure.
which
Yeah.
I think is what's the best part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think it reinvigorates you as a teacher. So when you come here, and I'm really passionate about finding effective ways to put technology in, because a lot of people take the iPad and here you go, play a game on it.
Right.
But here it inspires you to make sure that whatever you're doing is really affecting student growth and engaging the kids, because we're in a world where these kids see technology all around them.
Right.
So if we can show them ways to make them better, then I think that's what this is all about, is getting those ideas of how to engage them and get them excited in the classroom again.
Yeah, that's very, very cool. Well, one of the things that I like about, from the way you're describing your experience and what your takeaways, a lot of times, and I don't know how many education conferences you go to, that type of thing, but a lot of times you go to a conference and essentially what they want to sell you is the silver bullet that's going to cure everything, right?
Yep.
And I don't get that feeling at all. This is my second time I've been to FETC, and listening to you, that's not what you're not taking away the silver bullet. You're taking away the few things that you can incorporate with what you're already doing and just making it better to help those students, and that's awesome.
Yeah, it's
Hanging
not
out with
bullets.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
hanging out with like-minded people. I think
Yeah.
That's really the
Nice.
networking that happens at a conference like this, especially
Yeah.
this large.
And
Yeah.
it's a seed, it's
Right.
it's something that we can take away and grow and make it better, hopefully, and then share again, so it's a constant back and forth, and just gets better and better.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Awesome.
So you've already said where your poster session is, right? With the other
Yes.
poster sessions in the back.
Yes.
I'm not familiar with how that works. Do you have like an assigned table number or anything you know of, or you just it's a how does that
do,
work?
but we haven't
We
looked
do?
it up yet. But that's okay. That would have been a smart thing to
We'll
look
find
up
out
ahead
if
of
we
time.
All right, so-
I want to
so
say it's
do you know-
2,500, but don't quote me on
Do
that.
you know when you're presenting?
Yes, we are Thursday, 2:30 to 3:30, and
Okay,
it's our first grade garden cross curricular project is the name of it.
And then I
Awesome.
have a second session
She
on
does.
Oh, cool.
Friday at whatever the poster session time is, Friday morning. I want to say it's 11 o'clock, and that's STEAM in action. Talk
Okay.
about some of the projects I do in my STEAM lab.
Okay, so what are some of the projects you
She's
do in the STEAM
amazing.
lab?
She does great things.
Let's open that door and
teach
kick it in, right?
I teach a K-5 STEAM lab, and we took our old art lab or art room and converted it into a lab. So I kind of talk about how we changed the space and changed the mindset. When the kids used to come, they'd be like, "Okay, is this art that's computer? What is it? But we've really integrated, science, technology, engineering, art, and math. And when we do ceramics, we 3D printed MC Escher designs onto rolling pins that the kids roll on their art, and then they calculate the area of the hot plate that they made. So it's really looking for the connections. We do worm composting mixed with Google Forms. We do cardboard arcade mixed with augmented reality. So it's finding ways to mix things and make it work.
Wow.
What I love about what she does is the creativity is so crucial to a lot of what we do. And so she's able to connect that creativity with the arts along with the technology component, which is a really great thing. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
You're really busy.
yes.
I won't deny that.
Ask her what
Now
she
when I
does,
think
what
I'm
clubs
busy.
she does after school too. Then you'll get into
Club
that
after school.
too.
We won't go there.
Let me get you direct middle school band too. No,
That is awesome.
hey, we want to thank you guys for stopping by.
Thank you.
And
Thank you for
If
having
you
us.
notice the chair open and you want to share something that you find out during the week, we're here all week. Same bat channel, same bat
That's
channel.
right. We're here all week, folks.
Well,
That's
thank
right.
you.
And we also, I've already got your email address. So what we'll do is after, we will actually take this segment and it will be saved out. You'll be able to get through iTunes or Google Play, that type of thing. We'll actually email you, let you know your direct link. You'll be able to save it off and you can use it however you want to. You can have your kids make a promo video. And then you also get parting gifts.
Oh, thank
Excellent.
you.
Thank
There
you
you
very
go.
much.
Thank you so
guys
much.
so much.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all.
Thanks for coming by.